Thought about it. Thought about it a lot, but okay, I got in trouble using this expression when I was younger. Fresh out of college, looking at a different landscape from the one I knew. I wasn't used to so much steel and concrete. I wasn't used to walking over subway grates in the sidewalk and seeing 3 stories down to the subway tracks. There I am just walking over the grate with other people. Some of them were more terrifying than others. I can remember some specific ones where I would realize what I was doing and really freak out and get vertigo. One of the things I tried to do was to fit in. It's going to happen. Eventually New York assimilates you. You have to go with New York's rhythms. Don't try too hard to get into its rhythms, because it will surprise you every time. When I went to the Brooklyn Botanic Garden, I don't remember if it's garden or gardens. I do know it's botanic. It's not botanical, which I love. It was beautiful, and I went with one of my apartment mates and his brother and his brother's then girlfriend, who he's still with, but they're married. So arguably still, it's his girlfriend. But there we are in the Brooklyn Botanic Garden, and I wondered where they got all the dirt. It didn't occur to me that the city had been built up on Earth because of the subway grates and the way things look when they get torn up in New York. Eventually, sometime in this first year and a half that I was there, a block on 5th Avenue had some crazy explosion under the street, and they dug it up between, this street and that street on 5th Avenue. It looked like some kind of lunar landing. There were earth movers of various sizes and people climbing around in this rather reddish dirt. And I couldn't understand and still can't quite fathom how the buildings didn't just collapse because they had lost all of that undergirding in the street. I'm happier not understanding that than not understanding why people didn't like me saying "in a New York minute," which was an expression I used. It's an expression people use. They don't use it in New York. They might say "in a hot minute," but people would be like, they get a load of this guy. Who's this hose bag over here saying New York minute? So I dropped that habit. Took me more than a New York minute to drop it.